Hey everybody, it's Sam and Mark, and we wanted to make one more video before we head off to Chicago. We have a conference on Monday, June 18th. It's the Advantage Discipline Conference that Sarah Knapp puts on, so we are inviting all of you there.
And you can check it out at advantagediscipline.com, or we've got a link to that on missionmonday.com if you want to as well. Big things that we're hoping for people to get out of the conference. One of the things is we'll be talking about Mission Monday frequently in that. And what I really want to get across is that Mission Monday to me is an intervention you can do so many different ways. If you totally buy into it and you are a principal or a superintendent and you want to implement this school-wide, district-wide, it's there for you and it won't cost you anything and it'll be outstanding. If you're a teacher and you're like, this is awesome, I don't know if I can get my whole school to buy into it, just rock it in your classroom. Or if you are a teacher and you think, this is a really good idea for this one student, you can dedicate every mission on a weekly basis to making one student's life a better place and making his culture and climate a better place in your school. That would be one of the big things that I would like for people to take away from the conference you're going to have. What about you?
Well, and the beautiful thing is, if you get excited about Mission Monday and you want to go back and you want to talk to your principal about it and say, let's do this school-wide, let's implement this for everybody, and your principal is not quite on board or maybe has different plans, don't be discouraged by that. Just do it in your own classroom. Just try it out with your kids, and what will probably happen is you'll see your classroom climate change, and other people will notice it too up and down the hallways, and they may even stop you and say, tell me about this Mission Monday that you're doing, and you'll get the chance to share it and talk about the personal experiences you're having in your classroom, and then they may say, which would be the best thing, how can I do that in my own classroom? And then it'll just start to filter all through your school that way as well. As we talk at the conference, and you can follow us on Twitter that day as well. Sam will mention that in a bit. But just as anything, when you learn a lot of new things, like if Mission Monday is the thing that you're going to learn and take with you, then just do that thing and do it really well. This butterfly just flew by. Do that really well. Take that one idea. Don't try to implement too many things at once, because then you'll find yourself doing a lot of things sort of well. Do one thing, knock it out of the park, and then choose another thing. Maybe even after a whole year of implementing that first thing.
Mrs. Johnson really wanted to laugh when that butterfly did. So great job holding the camera steady. But another thing is I'm betting not all of you can make it to Chicago on Monday, which is fine. One of the new things that we're going to do is we'll have several times during the conference, I think 3, where we will interact with the audience live while it's going on real time with Twitter. We'll put some questions up there and we will get responses from the various attendees, and we'll respond to those via Twitter right there on our big screen that we're presenting on. If you'd like to follow a couple things and you're not in Chicago, don't be afraid to follow us on Twitter if you already do. Maybe Monday afternoon after all the shouting's done, have a look on Twitter and see what the questions are and see what all these amazing educators from the Chicago area and across our great nation decided to contribute. It would be a kind of a cool way maybe for you to follow what's going on at the conference even if you can't make it to Chicago. So, anything else you got?
We said Twitter a lot in a short span of time, which I noticed was great.
Anyway, we hope to see you in Chicago. If we don't, we'll hope you see us on Twitter. You guys take care. We'll do another one of these soon.